What is up, everybody? It is Og here, back with another video, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at all the ZG safe spots that I personally know and use on a regular basis. So I use these whenever I'm doing my bijou farms, whenever I'm doing my herb farms, things like that, and they've really helped me out a lot, be able to minimize repair bills, be able to minimize the runbacks and things like that. It's always good to know the safe spots that you can run to in case you need to reset for whatever reason. So we're going to be running through all those safe spots. What I'm going to do is just basically speed through my entire run through the entire instance, showing you all the safe spots as we go. If you guys do enjoy this video, definitely check out the Twitch link down below. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm always more than happy to answer any questions. And also hit that subscribe button down below on the YouTube so you can be notified of when all the other videos go live. So let's jump into it. The first thing I want to go over is actually how to get to ZG. So there is a back way for Alliance, which really helps with Alliance not getting PvP'd along the way. And where you're aiming for is right about this spot right here on the map. And you want to get there by going around to the right of the mines and then getting to that point. Okay, so now that we're here, we want to look for this specific tree with this little run up along the left. As far as a particular point, it is right here on the map, so if you guys ever need to reference it, here you go, you want to go here. Then you jump up into the tree. Now, a lot of mounts can just get up normally, but if you are a gnome and you have the Mechanostrider, what I like to do is jump up, cancel the jump, and then blink forward, and that'll just get us up to the top. Now we're basically above and behind ZG, so what we can do is we can run around the side and then slow fall in. And so slow falling in will actually take us into ZG, but not as an instance, which is really nice. So what we do here is we come up to this mound right here. You'll notice it by the larger mound on the left. But in front of this mound is this smaller mound right here, which we're able to get up. And so we get to the top of this mound right here. And then you're going to aim directly into ZG. And so we can see here that a slow fall directly in will take us into ZG. But you need to watch out because if you do fall down, there are basically crevices you could fall down into. But jump off, slow fall, and then you're going right into the back of ZG, run to the entrance, and then you can zone in without having to worry about getting PvP'd by any alliance, or sorry, by any horde. Okay, so now that we're in ZG, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through every individual safe spot. And so we're going to get started over here on the right. So we're going to be running there and we're going to be cutting through, speeding through basically how we get to each place. But I want to be able to show the routes to get there, and then we'll stop and slow down the video at every single spot. So the very first spot is actually this box right here. Make sure I don't go past it. But this box, which is rather difficult for gnomes to get on, is actually a safe spot. So you can see here that they reset. This is really useful if you ever have mobs at the front where you aggro them along the way, or if you're jumping off from the top and you aggro those two snakes or anything like that, you can jump up onto this box and you'll be good to go. So this next safe spot is this entire route right here. This entire route is a safe spot. If you do have mobs coming from the entrance, like I do in a lot of times when I just rush straight to here, fall off the back to drop line of sight and then jump back out onto the route, and this is a safe spot again, but the mobs will reset quicker. So after we run around the temple, we have this safe spot on the last pillar. Now these ferns can technically be line of sight, but the main thing is just to get up on this pillar, and so if we jump off here, you just jump back up onto the top, and then this is your safe spot. You can also get up from the other side as well. So here we're going to double back a little bit. This whole entire second platform, and also these platforms down here on the corners and on the back corners, or sorry, just on the front corners and on the sides, are actually reset spots. And so this allows you to get this herb right here. So this is kind of a demonstration of how we can get this herb. Basically what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be blizzarding these mobs, aggroing them, and then we're going to run up to the side of the pillar, jump up onto here, miss the jump, but typically not miss the jump. Wait for the mobs to get a little bit closer, but don't aggro the berserker. Link up, get to the top, and then what we're going to be doing from here is jumping off to the second platform in order to avoid these mobs and be able to get down to the herb below. Jump off to the second platform, and then they're all going to reset, and while we're waiting for them to reset, we're basically finding the herb, we jump off, and we grab that herb, and we're good to go. So as we can see here, we aggroed the mobs from the back when we got the herb, and then we could just reset them here. Once we're done resetting them here, we walk back up, get to the second level, and we can reset them again. Now running over to Bloodlord Manduk here, we have this spot right here. This ledge you just run up onto, there's no jump, and you get up on top of this, and this is in line of sight. This is really nice if there's a berserker coming around the side, because you can come up here and then go around the backside and save some time being able to go to the berserker. The way that you go around the backside is that you run around the side here, run up the mountain, jump, and now you're on the top, and now you can skip the berserker if he was right around there. Alright, so we had to use a lip, but at least we were able to get to the spot, and so you can see this berserker could be a massive pain. He ended up running up to the top instead of running over here, but this entire route right here is a reset spot, so we can go ahead and reset here. You do want to make sure, though, that you're over on the far left side, right on the corner, so that the berserker can go ahead and fully reset, or any other mobs that you aggro, maybe inside this area. What RNG was this, getting both of the berserkers coming around the side at the same point? That was unfortunate, but fortunately we have the reset spot to be able to get past them. So the tiger room is very interesting. This safe spot, obviously, I would not recommend using much, but in the back right corner behind this fern, it takes a little bit of getting used to the exact spot. Is technically a safe spot that you can have them reset. Ultimately, they are going to keep on aggroing against you, though, because they are very close, so only use this if you really, really need it, and then bandage up to full and try to get out of here. Off on this side, that was a much more reliable safe spot, so if we come up here, jump up onto the ledge. This ledge is a safe spot, this ledge is a safe spot. This entire outside perimeter pretty much is a safe spot. What that can allow us to do is maximize the amount of herbs that we're getting in this room as well, using every safe spot in here. So pretty much everything that has that's not on the ground. Everything that causes you some elevation off the ground, including even this pot, is technically a safe spot. Now the issue with that is that the axe throwers can still hit you here, so you want to make sure that you outrange the axe throwers, especially if they start casting flurry axe. Because if they start casting that, you're still going to get damaged a ton, you're still going to get hit, and you're probably going to die. But basically what we could do is we could jump down onto this box to show this is a reset spot. These boxes are reset spots. If we run around on this outside, this is a reset spot. This is a reset spot. This big root right here is a reset spot. Pretty much everywhere is a reset spot in this area. This is really nice because if we're coming from this way and looping back around into this room, and the berserker's in the way, we can run into here and reset up on any of these locations in this room. So here, just for illustration, if we aggro these guys, purely for illustration, I wasn't trying to go for that herb and messed up or anything like that. We can aggro those guys, run around the side, and then we can jump up onto any of these various routes. So here we'll jump up onto this route and reset all those mobs. So we're going to sheep this guy, aggro this serpent, nova him over to the right, and then go ahead and grab that sungrass and run right back to that safe spot. The next safe spot, unfortunately, we can't run directly to without full health and without full, all the mobs you see behind us, but we will be showing that in a second, and it's actually one that I think is pretty cool. So we have the berserker padding here, we just want to skip him. Here's if we could skip him, we just jump up onto this path, and then we're good to go around the side. Now I'm going to wait for these to reset, just so that I can go ahead and make sure that I get up high enough to be able to get the herb up here. I wouldn't ever recommend trying to go for the herbs around here. Unfortunately, the axe throwers are going to be a little bit too difficult to reset, and so you won't be able to do that easily, but it is something you can go for if you want to. So this is going to be one of the harder reset spots to get to, and don't be deceived just because I'm a gnome standing behind the boxes. Any class can get in here, but this is actually a reset spot. And it's pretty cool because it's the remains of an old temple. So nice little reset spot if you guys want to use this. This can be used around the snakes. So there's actually two ways into the temple room. The temple room is going to be one of the best places to get herbs and things like that. First way is coming around the left, and we could hug the left and dodge the berserker, but we actually can also go around the right here. Now this is definitely going to be a lot more risky to do this method, just because you do run the off chance of dying along the way. But if you run up along this path, you get up onto here, this is actually going to lead you to a reset spot. And so the interesting thing about the Panther room is that both of these front two sides are reset spots. And so we can see here that the mobs have stopped moving, but these sides are not. So the front two are reset spots. If you can get onto them, you're good to go. The sides are not reset spots, but it allows us to get into the Panther room, and then we can get up to the temple, and then we can get on to the temple gold farm with everything like the herbs as normal. So in the temple itself, every single second platform is a reset spot itself. And so if we jump off here, we can go ahead and pull. We want to wait for these panthers because we want to be able to get the dream foil. But once these panthers get around to the same area, we can pull these mobs and go ahead and get dream foil or whatever other herbs are there. We can see that they're actually reset there until we jump back off onto this ramp. The idea here is that they have no pathway to get up to the top here onto the second ramp. So since they have no pathway to get up there, it's a reset spot. You can use the same kind of mechanic in any other reset spots within this instance to be able to get them to bug out like that. But now they're just evading, and so they come up to the top ramp, and then what we could do is we could just run off to the side, jump down, and then we can go ahead and get these herbs without any risk. And now since we know there's a reset spot in the front, what we can do is blink up here, run up onto this platform, mount up, and then run around the side and get ready for the second herb. Now, if you are doing the Wither Mistresses and Jindo and everything like that, what you can actually use is these boxes. So this box is a reset spot right here. And then there's also a reset spot behind these Wither Mistresses on the side. So if you're running around the side here, this right here behind these pots is actually another reset spot in this room. So one of the last reset spots, and probably my favorite reset spot that I use a ton, is right here. So if you jump up into this root right here, you can see that the Berserker evades. You can get into the middle if you want. Definitely can keep on jumping up, but as long as you jump up into the root with at least a little bit of distance from the mobs, you're going to be safe in this spot right here. Then the very last safe spot that I use is actually this box right here. Jump up onto this box just like before in Jindo's room, and you are now in a safe spot. So hopefully this shows you some safe spots that you can use when you're going around farming herbs or farming mobs or things like that. If something goes awry, these are all the safe spots you can easily use. There's probably some more that I personally don't know about, but hopefully these are able to help keep you a little bit safer so you don't have to do that death run back more during your runs. Alright everyone, that wraps up today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, please subscribe and leave a like and a comment below to let me know so. And if you guys have any other ideas for any other videos, please let me know in the comments below. Also check out the description for the Twitch where I do all this live, and also for my Twitter and Discord where you guys can be notified of any future updates and when I'm going to go live on stream. So I'll see you guys in the next video.